Really quickly, I want to explain to you how to do the peer review for the annotated bibliography. You will click on the eyeball. As long as you have submitted a draft and you've received a grade for it, you will be able to see everyone's papers in your class. Okay. So you will click on the eyeball of that person, open the file. So I'm going to use Kayla as an example here. And you need to save it. So enable editing, file, save as. Okay. So save it however you would like to. And you're going to read through it and make comments at the bottom of this. Okay. So that's how you get to it. But here's what you're looking for. Here are your instructions for the peer review. So I will assign the peer reviews momentarily. And once you have your assignments, here's what you do. You look over your assigned draft, and then at the bottom you are going to answer these questions. Does the student have 3 sources annotated? And I say describe the sources because these are not yes or no questions. You can start with yes or no, but then you have to be more specific. On number 2, are the sources cited in APA format? So I'm telling you to review APA 4 in a writer's reference and explain what makes these citations APA or how they're not APA. The first things you can look for are, last name and first initial, are the titles lowercase, stuff like that. The word retrieved from is an indicator of APA. That doesn't make it all entirely APA. So I'm expecting a lot of these citations to not be accurate, but study them carefully and see if they follow all the APA guidelines. Number 3, does each annotation include the type of source, a summary of the source, and an analysis explain? Each annotation should include all 3 of these. And then finally, as I've glanced at all the drafts, I'm seeing a lot of formatting issues. Is the paper formatted properly? It should be double space, Times New Roman, 12-point font. Citations should have a 0.5-inch hanging indent, and then annotation should be at the left margin. So explain how the student fulfills this requirement or not. So you're going to save your student's draft. You're going to make these comments at the very bottom. Also, if you are one that enjoys proofreading and editing, you may make any other comments or suggestions to your peer. But these questions are required in order for you to get the grade and participate. When you have completed this, you will save it and you will upload it here. So you'll upload it back to the annotated bibliography for brief paper peer review spot, and then I will make them available that you all can look at each other's next week. Okay, so here's the rule. I want you guys to review the person directly beneath you on the list. So whenever you click this eyeball, whose name appears right below yours, that's the one that you review. And then, of course, the very last person on the roster, I don't have my roster in front of me right now, but the very last person on the roster will review the first, and that would be Kayla's. Okay? So I hope this helps. This is due Saturday. Thanks.